You know, I don't know. You could just wake up again. I have no idea. I'm not like, I know there's something because you can't kill energy, you know what I mean? Energy doesn't die.
He was so cute, small, and blonde, like a little yellow chick, so I started calling him Peep. Gustav, or Gus for short, turned into Lil Peep thanks to his mom, Liza Womack. Back when Gustav was in kindergarten, she noticed how similar he was to the chicks their family hatched at home. He died of an accidental drug overdose on a tour bus, right before he was due to perform in Tucson, Arizona.
Gus created something out of nothing. Gus talked his entire career into existence.
He dozed off only to never wake up again. In November 2019, Lil Peep would have turned 23. RumourJuice remembers the genre-blending rapper 2 years after his untimely death. A bittersweet fun fact: Gustav got his first tattoo when he was just 15, probably shocking and appeasing his mother at the same time. You see, he got her birth date and initials tattooed on his forearm.
This Halloween, I got a sold-out show in New York, my hometown, which is also my birthday night, so I'm gonna be seeing my mom for the first time in a while.
At the age of 17, Lil Peep got his first face tattoo, a broken heart. He was well aware that inkings on one's face close many doors career-wise, but he already knew he didn't want to have an ordinary life. Lil Peep wanted to revolutionize music. He created a unique mix of punk, emo, and trap. As Rolling Stone put it, he could have been his generation's Kurt Cobain. Pete Wentz, of Lil Peep's favorite band Fall Out Boy fame, agrees. He had this vulnerability to him, in the same way that Kurt did. Wentz said,
The world can be a pretty tough place for everybody, you know, and everybody has struggles. And the important thing is when you see somebody who's struggling, reach out to them. And if you feel like you're struggling, then help and sunshine can be around the corner. Don't forget that.
Lil Peep rose to prominence on platforms like SoundCloud and YouTube. Fans went crazy when he sang about life and hurt. Lil Peep's music career only lasted for roughly 2 years, but he managed to build a cult following. In that short time, the performer had scored a top 40 album on the Billboard 200 and was a model at Fashion Week shows in Milan and Paris. His 2 million Instagram followers witnessed him getting tattoos, doing drugs, smoking, and drinking. Peep had been struggling with anxiety since he was 16, up to the point where the thought of going to school made him physically sick. His mother tried to get him some professional help, but Lil Peep decided that self-medication was better. He fought his way through a lot of pain, Peep's mother says about her son. She was okay with her son smoking weed, getting his face tattooed, listening to punk rock and hip-hop, and dropping out of school. What she didn't know was that Gustav had developed a drug problem. At home, he didn't do drugs like this, she says. He knew not to do crazy stuff. His older brother Oscar says he was impressed with his brother's musical skills, but it was the superstar lifestyle that really bothered him. Gus always was a person who mixed terribly with all that stuff, Lil Peep's brother says. Lil Peep's popularity grew, so did the amount of pills he was popping. The musician's house became a mecca of sorts for his less fortunate friends. Drugs were flowing freely. His managers had also tried to make him see a therapist, but to no avail. Eventually, they relocated Lil Peep to London to try and change the environment. But Lil Peep kept touring the world. People he traveled with say they'd never seen so many drugs before in their entire lives. On November 15, 2017, Lil Peep took a lethal mixture of drugs and fell asleep. Several people checked in on him but thought the musician was simply napping. Hours later, a friend tried to wake him up before that night's performance but couldn't. Unfortunately, it was already too late. Lil Peep's opening act performed a couple of songs at the venue to try and keep fans inside. But as the word spread, chaos ensued. Fans spilled onto the streets, fights broke out, some people cried, some attempted to take photos of Peep's body. Liza Womack is still trying to make sense of what happened to her son. She had 3 days off to grieve and then had to go back to teaching, since somebody has to pay the rent. I just want to be everybody's everything. One day maybe I won't die young and I'll be happy. What is happy? I always have happiness for like 10 seconds and then it's gone. I'm getting so tired of this. This is a message Lil Peep posted on Instagram a day before his death. It is not clear what was going through his head, but the despair is apparent. Up to this day, Lil Peep continues to impact the musical scene. He is featured posthumously in new tracks. Fans still find inspiration and comfort in his songs. His family and close collaborators are releasing a documentary about his life and struggles he went through, titled Everybody's Everything, with his mother as a narrator. Gone too soon, Lil Peep will be remembered forever. Subscribe to RumourJuice YouTube channel to see more videos like this one.